Hey guys, gals, and pals, Mr. Obvious here, and today we need to talk about Redditors going to the Ukraine to fight Russians. You heard me right, folks. Here on the Volunteers for Ukraine subreddit, there are actually Redditors who think that they're gonna fly all the way to the Ukraine, get a free AK-47, and fight in a war. Now this subreddit currently has 28.8 thousand members, but what shocks me is that these people actually believe that they're gonna go fight baddies and be some sort of action movie superhero.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
This is real life. War is terrible. They even have a Google document. They made a whole guide about how to go to the Ukraine and fight in a war.
No.
So let's put this in perspective, folks. A bunch of 130-pound nerdy Redditors decided that they were gonna go and fight in a war. They have zero combat experience, zero training, and have probably never been in a fight in their whole lives. But we're gonna talk about this, folks, and more. But before we do, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for updates for future content, and if you like this video, please share it with your family and friends and on social media. I also want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor at Webull. So Webull is a cryptocurrency and trading app where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency and stocks. Now get this, if you open an account right now using the affiliate link down below and you deposit any amount of money, even $1, you will get 5 free stocks. These could be worth up to $3,300. It's basically free money. Join Webull today by clicking the affiliate link down below. Okay, let's jump right in, folks. Here we are on the Volunteers for Ukraine subreddit. They say, this subreddit is dedicated to support volunteers who wish to defend Ukraine. Slava Urani. Here on the website known as 4chan. On the politically incorrect board, poll. I want to read you the following thread because 4chan has been going crazy over this subreddit. The title of this thread is Reddit Volunteer Mercenary Thread. Anonymous says, what did he mean edition? What's happening? Redditors are taking the war into their own hands by dropping their entire lives and flying over to the Ukraine to help fight. This is a guide they posted with general tips for foreign combat, such as getting vaccinated and watching your microaggressions. Yes, really. Some scammers have gotten wind of this movement and are using it as an opportunity to separate Reddit heroes from their hard-earned money. That's not nice. They've recently learned that they may even be held to a 3-year contract to fight in the war. Watch them cope with that information.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
My God. Okay, so the quick rundown on all of this is that you've got a bunch of Redditors who heard that Ukraine basically said, anyone who comes to the country will give you a free gun and you can fight for the Ukraine. But the crazy part is that a huge group of Redditors has actually concocted this insane plan to go fight in a foreign war. I don't think it really dawns on these Redditors that if they actually go to fight in a war that has literally nothing to do with them, they could actually die. I think that we have this disturbing phenomena on the internet where you have all these people who don't know what real life is, thinking that life is some sort of video game.
They don't know what's real and what's a game. Drop it!
A war zone is hell. If you go out into a war, you will probably die. You're not going to respawn. You're not going to 360 no scope. I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. But just looking through the subreddit, it is absurdly obvious that these people are 100% serious. Down to 2 hours until I'm on the plane. Yes, you can see this is a very real picture. You actually have a Redditor flying all the way to the Ukraine to fight Russians. Absolutely insane that any of these people would think that they're remotely equipped to do actual combat.
But Mr. Obvious, you don't need years of training in order to fight those commies. All you need is Reddit gold in your heart.
What did you just say about me? I'll have you know that I have 300 confirmed kills in the Navy SEALs.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is a bunch of LARPers. This is a bunch of ignorant, naive millennials, I guess, and Zoomers who actually believe that they're going to be able to fight in this war. I'm telling you right now, you should not be going to the Ukraine. This is not even it's not even your country. These aren't Ukrainians going to Ukraine to fight. These are Americans and Europeans, and this is a bunch of civilians who think that picking up a weapon suddenly makes them a combat veteran. You can see here in this picture, they say they're flying out in 8 hours. They got all these supplies. Look at all those Band-Aids. Oh, a wound aid kit? Oh, is that an MRE? The U.S. Army Ranger Handbook. I'm sure they'll have time to read that while bombs are dropping from the sky like Hellfire missiles. You know, it's really hard to believe that some of these people exist in real life. A Reddit user named TokenFeeder says, remember that in the fog of war, people will likely refer to you by the gender assigned to you at birth. So make sure you wear a badge with your preferred pronouns. So that you don't suffer unnecessary verbal violence and bigotry in the field. I refuse to believe that this person exists in real life. How is this a thing? Really? The last thing anyone cares about in a war is what gender you are. Nobody cares. It's not relevant. Here's a Twitter post from one of the Redditors who actually went to the war. Here you can see on Twitter, Anthony Walker, temporary Ukrainian. Here they say, no heat's where I slept last night. 14 degrees Celsius. War sucks. Did you expect the Hamptons or something? It's honestly crazy because you just know that this person has never even gone camping. So the prospect of sleeping in a cold tent or bag or whatever, it's insane. They have no concept of it. These are the Redditors going to war. Now look, if people want to go fight in a war, I guess that's their decision. And I'm not trying to just say that, oh, well, if you go to war, you're just... I'm not trying to mock the idea of fighting for what you believe is a good cause. But this is insane. Do you understand that most of these Redditors are just nerds? Or how many of these people are in shape? This isn't a question. I'm not trying to be mean, okay? I'm asking for a legitimate reason. How many of these people are actually in shape to be fighting in combat, to fight in a war, to fight Russians? If you're 100 pounds, trust me, you're gonna have a very hard time. If you're 300 pounds, trust me, you're gonna have a very hard time. I really wonder how many of these people are combat ready physically. It's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, because a lot of these Redditors spend 10 hours a day on Reddit. It's hard for me to believe that they're healthy, that they're fit, and that they're able to go into a wartime situation. Where were these people when we were fighting in the Middle East? Where were these people when other countries were suffering? I guarantee you none of these Redditors have ever cared about any conflict, ever. They just saw some CNN footage and CNN saying, Russia's so bad, the Ukrainians need help. And they thought to themselves, well, I gotta go out there and I gotta be a hero so I can get more Reddit gold and internet points. This is insane. And some of these replies, Bart Swatsky says, how can I help? No combat experience, but experience as a chef and working towards a psychology degree, even if it's to help bandage people or cook or anything. Well, you can probably throw your degree at them before you get shredded by 50mm rounds. Oh my god. Here on 4chan, Anonymous says, some of these guys are leaving kids behind. Reddit user named Down for Whatever said, he is swamped with requests. I have found someone to help cover the flight. I just need a little bit more funding to cover lease and a little child support, so I don't have to leave them high and dry. Please feel free to DM me with questions. I am a former Army infantryman with combat experience, and I can verify in any way necessary. So look, this guy apparently is a veteran, and he wants to go fight. Maybe that's admirable. I mean, it's not even his country. And also he has a little kid that he needs to take care of. You know, I can just imagine how that conversation went down. Sorry, little Timmy. Daddy's gotta go fight in a war.
You're fighting for America again, Papa?
No, Timmy. I'm gonna go fight for the Ukraine. Bye now.
But Dad, I don't have a mom.
Now I'm gonna finish this story off by reading the following post, because I really think it sums up the story. Here on Reddit with a user named PCHIRCOP. Just told my dad my plans to join up. Said he was proud of me. Then he went upstairs and handed me his service pistol. Only has one bullet with it. When I asked him why there was only one, all he said was, quote, I pray it doesn't come to that. But when you get there, you might one day know what it means. Can anyone tell me what he's trying to say? This is a person who literally does not understand why his father did that, and I guess I'll explain it to finish off this video. The reason he gave him a gun with a single bullet There's only one use for a gun with a single bullet, and it's not to use on the enemy. What his father was trying to tell his son was that war is hell, and that war is so bad that you may not, even if you survive, it may be too much for you, and you might not be able to live with what you've seen and what you've done. Very, very powerful message, very, very foreboding message, and this guy doesn't understand what his father meant. This is a person who should not be fighting in a war. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know by commenting down below in the comment section. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar, as this channel is currently not monetized. It is supported by viewers like you. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time.